Hey everyone, Kaylee here. So today I have a braided prom updo. So I figured a lot of you guys would like that because a lot of you, like me, are fans of braids. It's actually a bit easier than it looks, so let's get started. First of all, you're going to curl the hair. I used a 1-inch curling iron and I did 3 sections, starting with the bottom nape section and curling around. And basically what you want to do is to create little ringlety looking curls. Now if your hair is hard to curl, you're going to want to wind it back up and pin it in place like I do in basically every curling tutorial. Once you have that bottom nape section done, section the hair at the temples up and then continue to curl around. Now if you want this to look more bohemian and a little bit messy, go with a smaller curling iron. But definitely, if you can, don't go any larger than a 1-inch curling iron. Then for the top, take little 1-inch sections for each of the curls because we're going to be using these for the braids. So you want these to be a little bit littler than what you did on the rest. So try to take 1 to 2-inch sections for the top section of hair. And then try not to disturb these curls, like don't run your fingers through them, you want them to stay rather ringlety for this little portion. Now we're going to create the French braid. You're going to start on the side of the head that has the least amount of hair and grab that little corner section and make sure that it drapes back nicely. Then you're going to split it into 3 and begin your French braid. Make sure that you're making this braid very, very loose. You do not want this to look tight and really rigid at all. So I went through and I braided it and I kept making it looser. You're going to see me like pulling it apart as I go. So you've got these 3 little steps, and then as you add in hair, only grab the ringlets that you made with the curling iron. Don't split them up because that makes this really pretty piecey looking thing, and it also keeps the shape of the curl in. So add in hair from both sides until you've incorporated hair all the way from behind the ear, and then only incorporate hair from the top. And basically just continue doing that, and see that I'm taking this really, really loosely and I'm not pulling those back tightly at all. And especially make sure with this piece that you really like how that drapes back into the braid because it frames your face, so you want to make sure it looks good. Then braid the rest normally and secure it with a small band. Step 3 is to twist. We're going to deal with that hair that's kind of on the right side of the head. So take a little 2-inch section and curl it and drape it right underneath that braid and pin it in place. And then repeat with another 2-inch section. If that seems a little bit difficult for you, you can actually, with your French braid, just incorporate hair from both sides. I just wanted to add a little bit of difference into the style, so that one's optional. Now we're going to braid some more. Basically, with the remaining hair that you have left, you're going to braid 3 braids. So I've got the one in the center, and then I'm going to do the 2 on the side. You want to make sure that these are as loose as you can get them because you want that braid to be nice and full, and you want the bun that you make from these to be nice and full. So definitely keep them as loose as you can. And if you want to keep any flyaways away, go ahead and mist them with hairspray before you start to braid them, and that will keep them as neat as possible. And again, secure all of them with little tiny bands once you finish. Now we're going to create like an uber braid by braiding all 3 of those braids together, again keeping it as loose as you possibly can, and then secure the end with a band. And now we're going to create a bun with that braid. So basically you're going to twist it around into the shape of a bun. Make sure that the ends of that hair are hidden so that you don't have the ends of the braid sticking out anywhere. And then pin it into place. Now you can either wrap the end of the braid that's left around the bun, or if you want to, you can kind of go through the loop of the bun, like I did right here, and then kind of place it over and pin it in place underneath the other side of the bun. It just kind of adds a cool dimension because you look at it and you're like, I don't know how somebody did that. It just kind of creates a really cool shape. Either way, it'll look fine. You can just wrap it around or you can pull it through, whichever is going to be easiest for you. Don't stress, just do whatever works for you. And that is it for your braided hairstyle. Again, you can make these little curls tighter. You can make it messier if you want a more bohemian look, but I went with a little bit of a pretty sleek look for prom. I hope you guys liked it. Be sure to check out my previous prom tutorial, and I'll be back later with more videos. I love you guys very much. I'll see you then. Mwah! Bye!